Hey, everybody. My name is Jeff Garland. I'm a comedian of some notoriety. Hey, how are you? People in, by the way, I have no fucking clue. Where am I supposed to sit? I assume that there's picks and lyrics. That ain't for me. I'm not a pick and lyric. It's my new show on Netflix, Pickin' and Lyrickin'. No, where? I can only see reflection. I can't see shit anyhow now. Now I'm blind. No, where am I supposed to be? Am I standing during all of this? All right, well, guess what? The Q&A is going to be shorter than you thought. One of my demands is a place to sit when I perform or do anything. That's very kind of you. I'm a big man, and that would not be comfortable for you. It'd be delightful, and my girlfriend would break up with me. So I heard you were sitting on someone's lap in the front row. It was a bearded guy with glasses. I don't know if you have a beard. Everyone with a mask looks like they have a beard. They do. They do. So I don't understand why does he have COVID, the drummer? Because I just spent a lot of time with him. So I'm a bit confused as to that. It must be a sound thing, right? Wouldn't you assume a sound thing? Yeah, it's a sound thing. And for any of you wearing glasses, I apologize. I went to my first movie a few weeks ago. I thought, I'm gonna go to the movies. My first time in a couple of years, and I was very happy. Wes Anderson, I enjoy his movies, and couldn't get past like 5 minutes without complete fog, and after I was done with my popcorn, which gave me an excuse, but it was like out of respect to others, I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? All right, so I believe, so anyhow, I'm here to talk to them for a while, them being Jerry and his bandmates. Oh, a gold top, that's very nice. And an SG. F. All right, so, no, I know a lot about guitars. I tried playing, but all right, so, no, meaning like not something you want to be involved with. So anyhow, I'm going to be here interviewing them for a while, and then they're going to play and all that stuff, so it's exciting. So let me bring up, Jerry, the band does not have a name, correct? It's just guys around Laurel Canyon who played on your album. But please welcome my acquaintance, Jerry Cantrell. And apparently there's a seat for you.
Hey, you could have sat in this seat.
No, I don't take your seat. You're Jerry Cantrell. Tonight's about you.
How about now?
Well, yeah, I want to sit on a bottle and have it go up my ass. All right, there you go. All right, oh, you brought one for me. Who are you? What's your name?
Bryson.
Bryson. Thank you, Bryson. I'm a big fan of anyone brings me something to sit on. All right, are you good? All right, so you're right there. Who sits there? Mr. Ben Vereen will be here shortly. He's joining in. Which is really, when you think about it, the idea of our fantasy football league, Michael Bublé is in our fantasy football league, and no one would figure out like that you and Michael Bublé would be in, or even with me, Michael. He's a lovely guy.
You left Dave Montgomery on the wire last week, and Dave stole him from you, is what I can't believe.
Oh, that I didn't know, because
I'm telling you.
I'm too busy. But we're in fantasy football. But so in LA, as you know, people love the word friend. Oh, they're friends. He's friends. Truth is, when you're acquainted with somebody, an acquaintance, you actually do know them, and you're acquaintances. We are strong acquaintances. We know each other. Yes, if I texted him or called him, he wouldn't go, "What are you doing?" But it's not like, "Oh, Garland called just like yesterday." It's not that. We're neighbors. But
I can't call you to watch the cat, though.
No. By the way, your cat, I couldn't help because it's so slippery and does what they want. You have the slipperiest cat of all time. So let's start with, hey man, this album's fucking great.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. No, it really is. It's so well written. It's so well produced. It's a wonderful album, man. Wonderful.
We were going to play some of it for you and then chat if you want to do that.
Oh, so you're going to play first, then
Yeah.
talk? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, by the way, imagine the awkwardness of me just sitting here
You could.
while they're doing the songs. It's like Jeff doesn't know what to do with himself. I'm going to head over. Which side do I go? What?
I think there's a triangle over here for you somewhere.
No idea what you said, but he found it amusing. I don't have a clue. Here's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
COVID mask speak.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, I never realized how sucky my hearing was until COVID, because I can't look at people's mouths. I'm gonna be the guitar tech. I did that for a band once who remained nameless. They said, "Do you want to be our tech tonight?" And I said, "Cool." And every time I came out, I heard someone in the audience go, "Is that Jeff Garland?" No, it's their tech. He looks like him. All right. So, yeah, I'll go over there. All right.
Cool.
So do some songs.
Let's hear it for Jeff Garland, everybody. Welcome. Yeah, it's good to see you all.
Touch my face and speak to me like a child. Wanna believe I'll never drown in a sin. No release, only grief to be found. Now seldom seen.
Thank you. All right, let's go rob a stagecoach.
We got this glass up here if you want to throw tomatoes at Gil. Fucking block them. Or whatever else.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. This is a really fun thing. Thanks for showing up, everybody. I really appreciate it. Okay.
Silent drifter, you have your days. And all these
Thank you so much.
Do that one again?
Huh? Do it again? What, back to back? Wow. Did I suck that bad on it? I mean, come on. Come on, help me out, folks.
Great. Let's do it again.
We might play a few more at the end. We might do that. You guys digging the new record? These are the folks that helped me create it, man, and it's been a really fun process. This is Mr. Tyler Bates over here on guitar, with George Adrian on bass, Michael Rose on pedal steel, heavy hand, Mr. Gil Sharon, my Sharona. Vincent Jones on keys. Greg Pucciato on vocals. Yeah. I'm Beelzebub. Good to see you. You've all signed your souls away when you entered the room, so there you go. We're going to play a couple more, and then we're going to talk with Mr. Garland here, but I thought we'd do a couple tunes and just kind of break it out, if you don't mind. Yeah. Uh-oh, Fig, I hit the mic. I think that's about right. Yeah. Okay, so that's the first two songs off the record. I thought we'd play Siren Song next. Let's see here. There you go, Henri. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more, and let's talk to Jeff. We'll hang out a little bit, and we might play some more if you guys don't mind hanging out. Okay, cool. All right. That's fun. It's the first time I've ever played these fucking songs live. It's pretty cool. I know. I guess I shouldn't mention to him that I got 2 extra ones and gave you and Duff one too, right?
Should have brought the spare.
You're on. You just made the Christmas list, dude. You just made it.
Step in line, Jeff. Step in line.
I have to say, Jeff brought an amazing vintage guitar to be auctioned off for the fantasy football league that we do. Thank you so much for that. That was a nice chunk of change for the charity that year. And he is a guitar aficionado. He's not bullshitting. He actually digs the guitar. So I'm really glad that he made the time to show up tonight. Thanks a lot, Jeff. Appreciate it. Right on. Okay, we're going to try one more, and then we're going to have a little chat with you guys and hang out a bit. It's a song called Black Hearts and Evil Done.
Too many heads broke, too many times. Tired of the same joke, tired of the grind. Coming down to bitch low, harder to stay. Same punk in the mirror, different today. I want to build something, something alive, digging for a fossil, suspended in time. I want to build something, something alive. Sunrise to light. faded enslaved, slammed home in a prison, forgotten, locked away. Comes a decision, break your heart in two, yeah. Out with the old stuff, in with the new. I want to build something, something alive, digging for a fossil, suspended in time. I want to build something, something alive, listen like a sunrise, too proud and to shine. Oh, here it comes, equal to the sun. Black hearts and
Thank you so much. All right. Jeff, come back up here, man. Yeah. Here you go, Henry. You can take Jeff's guitar back. Yeah.
You have another mic for me, or is this
Yeah, we're going to get you one. Yeah. We'll do a little, why don't we spread out here so we can have a little
A
chat?
couple thoughts. Number one, I was down in the gift shop. I bought a Johnny Cash puzzle.
Yeah.
I'm not big on puzzles, but when it's a man in black, you gotta get a puzzle. So, on your way out, this was the only one. But there are other fun, exciting things, including your album, I believe, Jerry, down there at the Grammy Museum gift shop. I never thought I'd be hyping a gift shop. So that was a big bowl of delightful,
Oh, thank you.
without a doubt. So I'm not going to start with like how did the album come together. I'm going to start with you as a songwriter. Did you have a lot of these songs completed before you guys went in the studio? A lot of loose ideas that you developed in the studio? What was the approach?
Yeah, I for me, my process is like I don't feel good going into a studio unless you have a bunch of stuff kind of fleshed out.
Okay.
You don't want to finish everything, but you want to make sure that the blueprints are pretty good, and then you can kind of let things happen from there. But I like rolling into any record that I am involved with writing with. Basically, what I do is it's like the Misery guy, James Caan. I go out and I hole myself up in a little cabin, which is my bedroom, basically turned into a studio, and then I just demo and write for about 3 or 4 months. And when I've got enough tunes where I feel like I've got the beginnings of a record, then I start talking to the guys or going and record one.
So do you roll out of bed and go right to work? Do you roll out of bed and get some coffee and some whatever is your breakfast? Or what's that? What happened?
Some coffee.
Roll out of bed and go to work? No.
No.
It's
So-
a slow roll.
So
a slow
basically,
roll, man.
do you do what I do? Do you clean your wallet? Do you organize your wallet before you start writing? Because I've done that many times. My wallets are always sparkling based on me going through. I don't need this. Let me put these in piles, or I use baseball cards when I'm, like to just play with them and organize them to avoid writing. So you get around to it sometime in the afternoon.
No, procrastination is a big part of it, right?
Right,
Building
yeah.
up some good procrastination and
Yeah.
okay, I got to get this done, man.
Okay,
Like, yeah,
was your
yeah.
procrastination different once COVID started? Because once COVID hit, I couldn't write a thing,
Yeah.
and I wasn't doing stand-up, and I was reading lots of books, but I couldn't write a thing the whole entire time. So how did it affect you? Oh, look at you! You caught a pick, you fucker.
He was the first in line. Yeah,
You're first in line.
he was first in line.
Did you feel creative though during the pandemic? Because I imagine a lot of this stuff came out during then.
We were really lucky in the fact that we tracked everything in March, like right as everything shut down. We were at Paul Figueroa's studios, who's back there, Mr. Figueroa, our co-producer and engineer on the record. But that guy has been with me through the whole part of writing the last 4 records, and I want to thank you, Fig. Thank you very much. Yeah.
And everyone in this room thanks you, Fig.
We were lucky, man. We had most of the basic tracks done, so I think we're all trying to figure out how to live with this stuff. And look at us here. We're definitely not normal.
We're doing the best we can.
We're doing the best we can. That's
all you can ask. I swear to God.
That's all you
Unless
can
you're
do.
a quarterback for the Packers, you're doing the best you can. Some of us are doing the worst that we can. And as a Bear fan, fuck that dude. All right. But anyhow, so you get in the studio, you got these songs. Are you excited? Because all you've had is Mr. Figueredo.
I call him Figurine, Figuroon, Figurace. You can
Figurace.
You can go anywhere with that.
Figurace.
Yeah.
So you go with Figurace, and Figurace is telling you those songs are good. Do you trust that his opinion's good there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he knows
so
when they're
then
good.
you're excited to get in a room with your other producer and the musicians.
Tyler Bates here to my right, ladies and gentlemen. This record actually started, and you can tell the story if you want, but it was in the parking lot of Greenblatt's, right?
By the way, do you know how many albums have been started at the parking lot of Greenblatt's? Right there off Laurel Canyon. So everybody, the musicians, come on down. David Crosby, I think, had a little condo behind Greenblatt's for many, I don't know. But and by the way, R&P Greenblatt's for sure.
Yeah, I know it's sad that it's gone.
Yeah.
But we had just sound checked for your Grammy party appearance.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Anyway, we were sitting in the parking lot, and I'm like, it's time maybe to make like your own personal record. And I said, I'll be like the heavy to say anything that needs to be said to anybody working around you, so that you can just do what you want and don't answer to anybody unless you ask for that. But to really not make a democratically made record, but really like
you got to have one person such as yourself who gives the straight dope.
Well,
dude, that one was no. Everyone,
and Fig is that too. Fig has great taste.
Fig is that too, but he's always making salsa. Like sometimes you guys are working on a track. Where's Fig? In the kitchen, dicing. That's all that fucker does is dice. Prepping the salsa.
These tracks went through permutations. We workshopped them like at my studio with different players and just people who are friends. It was all very organic, the way the music came together, and we were able to get different looks at the dynamic of the album itself. And I think you came over to my spot with the lyrics to Brighton, and I'm like, that's the album. Yeah, it just says the whole of the story to me, and it goes back to that conversation.
I think a tone and Brighton were that's when we knew we had an anchor for the record, And there's one other person that I'd really like to mention is Joe Barisi, who mixed it, and he mixed the record that we did with Alice in Chains called Rainier Fog, a fantastic guy.
Oh, great album, by the way. And I saw you guys on that tour, and I was blown away. That was really just a big bowl of delightful.
Thank you, sir.
You got it, for sure, man. And by the way, if you think that I'm playing up to him, kinda, it's his night. But I'm like a jazz and blues guy. I'm like a John Coltrane guy. Like the Seattle scene, like I'm hip to it and all the stuff that came out of there. But for me to like dig something,
you weren't
like,
sporting combat boots and flannel and thermal underwear?
No,
undershorts? No?
None of it.
Okay.
None of it. None of it. A nice pair of cotton boxers, a T-shirt, maybe a sweatshirt. I'm comfortable. I didn't wear the uniform of up there. I performed up there, but no, I didn't get involved. So you were saying
we had it handled.
about your album, the last Alice in Chains album. Go ahead with what you were saying. I interrupted.
Rainier Fog.
Yeah, Rainier Fog, which I own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we had Joe Barisi come into the project, and so that was kind of when everything kind of settled. It was Paul Figueroa, Tyler Bates, myself, and Joe, and we started, like Tyler said, we started, demoing stuff. We were playing with different musicians. Joe really added some really nice comments about like, let's make this like a kind of a 70s record where it's not necessarily a set band. Let's just invite a bunch of really cool people in that are like, and especially he thought it would be a good idea, Gil Sharon is a fucking badass, and he did a great
He
job
is.
on this record.
And by the way, can you give your little piece of information about yourself? Tell him. Tell him. What are you the first? What?
Oh, the first twin. I was one of the first I was.
Not the first twins in the human race. That would be weird if he believed that. No, tell him.
Part of the first set of twins that was born at the Kaiser on Cadillac in Venice.
That's something.
All right.
It's something.
First.
I like it.
And by the way, there are lonely nights where that makes you go, I can sleep. I can sleep. I did. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Yeah. I was born in the back of a puppet theater to a puppeteer who I didn't know. All right. I don't know what that means. I just
Spinal
it sounded
Tap was
funny.
opening for that,
It sounded
puppet
funny.
show, I think.
Yeah, the puppet.
Yeah.
That's right. So, all right. So you make, and by the way, a lot of my favorite albums, and I mentioned Laurel Canyon, were that way. They're all the Laurel Canyon musicians in the 70s. You see, like the list of, like on a Jackson Browne album or on a Steely Dan album, was all different players. And I love that, man. I love that. And it was all about, and I use this word a lot, but for me, even though it's, your sound, it still is very joyful to me. You know, yeah. So there you go.
No, I think you're right. We had that track when we came up with Brighton and got that together, and Atone was kind of coming into focus. That was an idea that I'd had around a while, but I just couldn't quite figure out how to do it the way I wanted to, and it was missing some parts. We cracked the code on that, but when I started listening to the music, it definitely has a certain feel, and it's not like all kisses and sunshine. There's definitely plenty of clouds in that.
Which is my new album,
Kisses
and Sunshine. Yes, and I have a set band called The Suckers, and I told them we're recording.
But it does have a bit of a little bit more light coming through the clouds. This record feel, and that just seemed like a great title, Brighton. And when I brought the lyrics over, we both looked at each other and we went, "That's it." And it's actually really a rare thing, because an album title for me, I don't know about for you guys, but it's the absolute last thing that you come up with. What are we going to call it? Like, you're so worried about the songs and trying to make an album and go through that process. It's always the last one, and you've gone through this, and you've got two big poster boards on the wall with 200 joke names of what the album will be, and it's the absolute last thing that you figure out. And the album title on this one was decided pretty quick, so it's the only time that's ever happened.
And by the way, these fellas signed up based on the title.
They did.
They told me, they said, we're not just going to record with Jerry Cantrell. What the fuck's the title?
If it was Darken.
Brighton, I'll do it.
If it was Darken, they were out. Yeah, you already done that, dude.
It's like, look, man, it better be cheery and fucking happy, or else I'm not doing it.
Oh, you're not doing it.
I've had enough bullshit.
You have.
Yeah, I've had enough garbage.
You've had enough garbage.
Cheer and joy, and that's what I think of when I think of Jerry Cantrell. Cheer and joy.
But by the way, you say that.
I think about happiness.
But by the way,
I think about them. I think about them rainbows, bro. Like them rainbows.
No, but you say that, but he's a really warm and good guy,
Warm breeze when I die. Yeah.
Warm. By the way, that's a good title.
That's a good one.
Oh, I like that. Was that on the board?
Light box, dude. Come on.
Was that on the board?
Yeah.
You know what was on the board?
Down in a cookie jar.
Well, by the way, for Curb Your Enthusiasm, one of the other titles was Soup is Distracting.
Oh, nice.
We ordered soup, and Larry goes, "We want some soup." No, soup is distracting. Boom, right at the thing. And it is. You always have to focus. All right. I'm just saying, as far as eating goes, you don't do soup. A sandwich, great.
Yeah.
But soup? But you love soup, right? Before you sing, you eat a lot of soup?
Oh yeah, man.
You're
come on.
soup nuts.
When they asked for my fucking order earlier, they went, "What do you want to eat today?" I'm like, "I want fucking soup, dude. What the fuck else would I want?"
By the way, and that's the way he
fucking
phrased
sandwich,
it. I was
bro.
there. He said, "I want fucking soup, dude." And I'm gonna call you. By the way, I've got a nickname for you, fucker.
Soup
Are you ready?
man.
You are Barnaby, the soup dude. That's who you are, Barnaby, the fucking soup dude. Because I don't remember names to save my life. So you're Barnaby, the soup dude, and that
Soup
will not
man.
be forgotten. Would you prefer man?
Soup man.
Oh, not dude.
Soup man.
Yes, that works for me.
Thank you.
Like Hangman, Soup Man.
I'm here every fucking
Yeah,
Friday.
Soup Man is more of a
Thursday.
rocker name. Soup Dude is when you nap and listen to the album, but when you're out there rocking, you're a Soup Man. That's right. Damn it. All right, Jerry, you know what I'd like to do right
What's
now?
that?
Unless you... oh, by the way...
Well, I would like to mention one thing.
Okay, yeah, as much as you
along
want.
with these fine gentlemen that I made the record with, there's a couple of musicians who aren't here. Lola Collette, Tyler's daughter, sang some really wonderful backups. 4 players came on board late, which made this a really much more rich and diverse record. One of them is right there, Mr. Vincent Jones on keys, and
Yes.
you can hear him all over the place. Abe Laborio Jr. on drums
Yes.
to join Gil and
Is that
split the record.
Abe's son?
Yeah.
It is Abe's
Yes,
son.
it
Oh,
is.
that's cool.
Yes, it is. And
Yeah.
Duff McKagan, Mr. Duff McKagan
Duff.
on bass.
Also in our fantasy football league
He is.
with Michael Fabiano, who's here tonight. Fabs is here.
Where is Fabs?
He's back there somewhere.
Cowboy Levin, son of a bitch.
By the way, let me also say, you know what's fucking delightful that you don't expect is the steel pedal, and it fits in perfectly.
Oh, it does. It does.
You know,
It does.
It's really
Mr.
beautiful,
Rozon.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh, by the way, I want to hype something besides your album being on sale downstairs in the gift shop, and there are other puzzles. I think there's a Sheena Easton puzzle that's left up there. That's a good joke. A few of you liked it. What we'd like to do, and by the way, 5 of you. That's it, 5. I'm telling you right now.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. 5.
Okay.
Oh, you play it. You're the one who said 5.
I didn't
I'm
say it.
fucking with you. There's by every time I ever do anything like this, they'll make an announcement. I go, that's not enough. I need 20. But anyhow, I've been told 5 of you.
Okay.
So the mic's up here. Who wants to ask Jerry something? And if you read this, you're standing too close to what's your name again? Leave Bryson the fuck alone. His shirt, show them your shirt. Show them your shirt. That's right. And I have one that says 6 feet away, motherfucker. And put your mask on, Aaron Rodgers. That's another one. That would sell like fucking hotcakes, especially in Chicago. All right. So, who would like to be the first person to ask Jerry Cantrell anything you want? Is that cool, Jerry? No, you got to come up here by the microphone. And by the way, what a pain in the ass. The only other place like this is nearby here. Yes.
Right
They used to have the Academy Awards. There's a great Neil Young bootleg there. I can't remember, the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion. It's got these long rows where you can't get out. So some of you are trapped and going, I'm not going to walk down the aisle. All right. But plenty of people will. What's your name?
Lisa.
Lisa, what are your dreams? No, I'm kidding.
To be here?
So
My
Lisa,
dreams are fulfilled.
No,
I've
right
met
now.
Jerry.
So
I got a guitar
Lisa,
pick.
ask Jerry anything you want. Go ahead.
The song that you covered from Elton John, why did you pick that particular song, and how does it fit in with Brighton?
That's a good question. Let's see here. We actually, in the middle of the writing process, we all up here, a good chunk of us anyway, did a couple of shows at the Pico Union Project, and we played a bunch of Boggy Depot and Degradation's Trip, and I think we did like a Creedence cover, and I think we covered that song Good Night, and we closed with it.
Goodbye.
Or Goodbye. Did I say Good Night?
Yeah.
Good night! I'm out of here! Goodbye. We covered that, and
Elton used to only do matinees. That's why he would always say goodbye. Good day.
Good day.
Yeah.
And it's just a song I've always really liked. It's he's got a few of those. I think on Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy, it ends with a song called Curtains.
Oh yeah, that's the best song.
And
That's my favorite Elton album.
And
That one.
it's a very short lyrical song, but it's super powerful. And this one is only 2 minutes long. On a sidebar. We asked Elton to play on Black Gives Way to Blue, which was a really important album and song because we were basically saying goodbye to our good friend Lane, and we were saying hello to the future, right? And he loved that whole story. He knew our story, and he's a big fan of the band, and he loves music. Asked him to be a part of it, and that song is only about a 2-minute song too, and it's super potent and really emotional as well. So I didn't intend for that to be the case, but I just look at it after the fact, and it's kind of related in some weird way, to Black Gives Way to Blue, and Black Gives Way to Blue is related to those two songs, and I actually only had 8 songs for this album, and I felt like I needed one more, and we were sitting down, like we need one more tune.
Were you behind Greenblatt's?
We were not behind
I just
Greenblatt's
wondered
when that
when
happened. No.
that's your big conversation
I
spot.
had about 5 or 6 other songs, but they sounded like another record. They were more kind of rocking and heavy and dark and stuff. So it didn't fit with this body of work. So we were gonna have to write another tune. And he's like, let's just do Goodbye. So we did. And Vincent, who came into the process late with Paul Figueroa and just did a ninth inning cleanup on this record. It really added some character to it. I went over to his garage and he like whipped out all these harmoniums and weird stuff, and we did this cool little demo of it. I sang it right in his garage, and we got the structure together and then recut it later so it sounded a little bit better. But it fit with the record, you know. And I'm a huge fan of Elton John and his songwriting, and I think you can hear a lot of that stuff in the stuff that I write, as well as a lot of other artists. And I just wanted to check with him to see if he was cool with it, you know. So I sent him the demo, and
I read you got his approval.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did. It meant a lot to me. He called me like 5 minutes later, like, this is so awesome. He's like, I forgot what record this was on. I had to Google myself.
Thank you very much, and I hope all your dreams come true. And look at you fist bumping with a man with very sharp rings. Why would you do that to her? I fist bumped you earlier, and I had to go to the fucking Cedars.
Yeah.
So is there someone else who would like you? Yeah, come on, and then you. So
Okay.
we'll be more than halfway.
All right.
But let's pick up the pace on your answers. I really thought that was a little too thoughtful, a little too, you gave it your all. I'm kidding! I'm kidding! It was perfect. But that sounds like an insult. It was perfect, Jerry. It just sounds like something someone would say to someone as like a runner. How you doing, Barnaby? Barnaby? You good? All right, yeah, fuck yeah, Barnaby. All right, my young friend.
Hi. Question, I guess.
What's your name?
Chris.
Chris. And what do you think of the lady who asked the last question? You good with her?
Yeah, she did great.
Okay, good.
What's your name, man?
Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Chris.
What's up, dude?
So actually, it's a question for you and Greg. How did you guys connect? Because I'm a huge fan of both of you.
Either.
Go
I
ahead,
guess
tell
you know
him.
what's crazy is that
Tell him.
honestly, like
Tell
Gil.
him.
So Gil played drums in the band Dillinger Escape Plan like a while ago, and he introduced me to Tyler at, I don't know, what was that festival called? Wacken. Was it
Germany, yeah.
Wacken, the festival in Europe?
Perhaps it was Wacken.
Perhaps we met Wacken in Germany, yes. And Gil was like, "This is my friend Tyler. He plays in Marilyn Manson." And then at some point, I don't know, he hit me up and was like, "Hey man, what are you doing tomorrow?" And I was like, "I don't know. I wake up at like 1 p.m. So I'm like, what am I doing tomorrow?" And he's like, "You want to come sing with Jerry Cantrell?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude, sure, why not?" You know. And I was like, "What?" I go back to bed and I wake up and I look at him like, "What?" Yeah. It's like, tomorrow? Fuck. You know, it's like, let me get this shit together, you know. So then the next day I showed up at your place at like 1 or 2 or something.
Yeah.
Went into his living room, and I just sat down in his living room. He's got like a stool. He's like, "You want anything?" I'm like, "Sure, I'll take a soda or something." He's like, "Cool, bam." Fucking brings me a soda, just sits there and starts playing a song. He was like, what song do you know? I was like, Wood. He's like, "Okay, cool." Starts playing Wood and just stares at me. Just starts singing it. He's like, "Know me, bro." And I'm like, "Whoa, shit. By my master." I'm like, "Holy fuck. Is this going on right now? What the fuck am I doing here?" You know? And then we finished one song, and I was mediocre, you know. And he was like, "All right, cool, you're the guy." I was like, "I could do it again. I could probably do that better." You know? He's like, No. If you want to, we could."
What do we do? Down and hole
Yeah, we
next?
did Down on a Hole next. Yeah,
Yeah.
Down on a Hole.
Yeah.
And then,
Sat on your
and
sofa.
then, hey, Jeff, hang on a second.
No, I'm just going to add on to what you said.
No, but then we became super homies. We became super homies, and now we're here today, blah, blah, blah.
By the way, anybody, I agree. What I love that you said was that, I wasn't very good, whatever. Anyone who's actually great always thinks that. Like, you can have confidence and know you're good, but you always think, it's not good enough. Oh, that wasn't good enough for me. That was not. So I dig that you said that, because you sing beautifully. And, yeah, I fucking love that. All right, sit down. All right, come on up. Yeah, you can come next.
Let me just finish off for him real quick.
Oh, hold on. My
mistake.
mistake.
No, that's cool, man. Come on up. You're good. You're in the on deck circle. So
Lesson learned is
it was
Craigslist.
it was for those 2 shows that I was talking about earlier that we did at Pico Union or whatever, and Gil and Tyler and I have already done projects together and stuff. So Gil brought him in, and we rocked 2 songs. I'm like, you got the gig if you want to do it, and he's like, I'm in, and we've been buddies ever since. And I'd also like to say that. It's really interesting. As long as I've been doing this, I've never done a truly independent record without like a record label. You know, that sort of an apparatus, and it's kind of become irrelevant and a dinosaur, and it's kind of cool to be able to do it on your own. He's done a lot of records on his own, and so I picked his brain about quite a few of the ways I went about doing this, and he had some really good ideas, and it's just it's been really fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
5 of us played in the
Chris?
Pico Union shows.
And by the way, you're very fun. What's that? What is it, Barnaby? What about Craigslist? You were making a joke. It didn't work that well.
Greg's List.
Leave the comedy to me and the beautiful
Greg's
singing
List.
to you. I actually
It's a
just
new
dropped
thing.
out of a show called some sort of rock and roll meets comedy show. Because as I sat thinking about it, I'm like, I should never sing in public. No, I'm not a good guitar. I do comedy. I'm a photographer and a comedian. Those are the 2 things I do. Yeah. All right. So what is your name?
Austin.
Austin. How are you?
I'm doing great, man.
All right. And
Even better right now.
Good relationship with your parents, Austin?
Very much. They're sitting right there.
Shut your great-grandma's balls. He came to Jerry Cantrell with his parents. You've got a good
Those are
boy.
some good parents right there.
My boys are
Yeah.
21 and 25. I'm crazy close with them. I love them. They never come to even my shows, let alone, All right. So please ask Mr. Cantrell anything you like.
So, hey, Nona. First of all, hey, Nona.
Oh, Nona. Yeah.
And then,
Notice how I got selectively deaf there? Yeah. Yeah.
so it was the week before Atone was being released, and I did some research online, and I heard a demo from about 02, Degradation Trip era,
Yeah.
of Atone.
Yeah.
And obviously, Degradation Trip and Brighton are 2 very different albums. And
Yeah. A lot of years between those 2, for sure.
yeah. And the line "Gotta find a way to atone" I think was still in there, and I'm just wondering how that lyric changed for you over the 19 years that song has been in the works, and how the song as a whole has.
That's
sort of
pretty much
morphed.
the only thing that remains, the guitar riff and that chorus idea, and everything else is kind of happened in the winter of 19 and 20, but. It's really interesting writing, and I'm sure you've had this discussion with many writers yourself, Jeff. Like you come up with ideas. That's the whole thing, is coming up with ideas, and not all ideas get used, and sometimes it's not the time for the idea. And I always felt something about that song, and I hoped that it would get its chance sometime, and I'm really glad that it did. But every record is kind of a time capsule of a period of a life, right? And that's why they're all so unique. I don't think I've ever made a record that sounds like another record with Alice or on my own or whatever, because it's just a very specific piece of time. You hope that yourself is the thing that carries through, you and your buddies. That's kind of the uniqueness of the sound, but I've got I don't have a ton of them, but I do hold on to ideas that I think are good until I get a chance to use them, and you only put out 10, 12 songs every record, and then you tour for a couple of years, so there's a lot of stuff that doesn't get used.
But I also love that you're doing albums.
There's also a lot of stuff that doesn't need to be heard. You know what I mean?
But you make an album, man,
for sure.
and that's really. I mean, people make albums, but they don't feel like this is our story. This is the thing.
Yeah.
You do that. I dig that.
Yeah.
So just stay right there. Jerry, could you do this young man a favor? And
Sure.
I mean this. This is so sincere. He clearly admires you greatly. He does deep dives. Talk to him about your process for having a luxurious hair. Because
I think he
clearly
looks,
you need-
he looks
No,
like
it
he's on
looks
his
great.
way. Yeah,
but
he's good.
but Jerry, I'm in awe of your hair. What is your process?
Come on, man. Where do we live? This is all, nets and implants and stuff. Yeah.
No, it's not. Tell us your secrets.
It's
Do you
not.
not want to give up your hair secrets?
Thank you, Mom and Dad. Yeah.
But how often
good
do
hair
you
genes.
wash, for example, and do you use a conditioner? And do you have a product that you put in before you leave the house?
I don't wash it that often, actually.
Which is the key.
That is-
As
and I
a
don't-
kid, I
and
was
I
an
don't dry
idiot.
it.
I washed my hair every
And
day,
I don't
having
dry
no
it.
idea.
I just let it air dry.
2 or
Yeah.
3 times a week. 2 times a week.
There
probably
you go.
wash. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And it looks fantastic.
Thank you.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at you. And look at you. If you get lucky. But looking at your parents, they're good-looking people. You have a chance for this.
Thank you,
Okay.
thank you so much.
So,
He's
yes,
only
you're right.
lacking an inch or two. Give
By
him
the
some
way,
time.
I see you.
Yeah.
I feel you. I don't remember what the lines were. No one watches Curb.
Yeah.
All right. So
Come on up.
You can come up, and then you'll come up, and then that's it.
Right on, dude.
No, maybe. I don't know. I don't
I didn't
know.
give
I'll
these
do it
guys
soon.
picks, did I?
Okay. What happened? Oh, you're giving. Oh, that's right. And Jerry, one of these young ladies would like you to sit on their lap. Was that you? She's been looking
I almost
to get
did. I
warm.
crushed
know.
her toe
I
and
know.
almost fell on
I
her.
know. She's very kind. She offers it up when there's no chair. All right. What is your name?
My name is Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Hey, Wendy.
I'm great.
I feel I should talk to you like this, Wendy. So, Wendy, what would you like to ask? Wendy, what would you like to ask Jerry?
It's not so much that I want to ask. Well,
Okay,
maybe I
what
want
would you like-
validation.
Okay, validation.
As a singer-songwriter myself, I recognize
Speak
your...
up on the mic. I can't hear you.
As a
Which is
singer-songwriter...
ironic to a singer-songwriter.
I know. Well,
deaf. I'm
because
deaf.
I have a really loud voice, and
No,
you have a
there
really
you go.
loud
No,
voice.
No
I don't
kidding,
want to blow
sister.
anybody's
You
brains
have no
out.
idea how many people
I came up
annoy
through punk
on a
rock,
daily
so-
basis, including-
I got you now.
So,
Okay, go.
so Jerry, the one thing that I really want to point out and make notable to kind of everybody, and I think people probably sense this themselves, but this album is really about your spiritual transformation in my eyes, and just the way you've been able to survive all that you have.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what is so stellar about the album.
Oh, thank you.
And really stands out in such a way that has put you at a whole nother level
Oh, thank you.
for yourself.
That's
And that
really nice
speaks
of you
for
to say.
you. It's not about any of us out here. It's honoring your process and the pain that you've been able to process and,
Sure. Yeah.
and evolve from. So
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, amazing. And I so hope you're going to play Nobody
thanks.
Breaks You, because that's my
Thank you
song.
so much. Yeah. Well, thank you. I'm proud of me too. And
But by the way,
and these folks that I made the record with, and
Go ahead.
and I'm also proud of the band that I come from. And we have a story that has its highs and has its ultimate lows, just like what we all do in this room. And we have a limited time on this earth, and we're all living our own adventure. And I've been able to be part of a pretty amazing band and a group of people, and I continually find myself surrounded by really talented and cool people that I admire, not only as musicians but human beings, And there's a lot. I just try to, I'm as fallible as the next person, but I just try to keep going. And the word that I think that describes that journey, I guess, and I'll use the guys in my band and Alice in Chains, because I think we all had that too, is perseverance, and survivor and perseverance. Those are two words that I think describe our band very well. And it just cracks me up, when I think about it. I'm sitting up here and you guys showed up to hear me play. It still blows me away that is like a real thing. But I truly appreciate it. Thank you very much. Do I know you?
We met before, yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think it was New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, that's right. That's right.
right.
Good to see you again.
Likewise, an absolute pleasure. So one of the songs that you guys played for us tonight, it was such a beautiful experience to hear that live. I believe it was called Siren Song.
Yeah.
Now, sirens are known for being very dark creatures that lure men to their death.
Sure.
So how the hell did that
But what
end
a way
up?
to go.
How did that end up in Brighton? Sure.
you always try to take something, something personal and put into it. You can't manufacture feelings, so you definitely draw on stuff. And I think where I was, I think what I was trying to put into that is just if you've ever been just like awestruck by somebody, or like love at first sight, or that electric energy with somebody that is palpable. And
Come on, man.
and it,
Come on, dude.
what?
We don't gotta talk about
I'm not. I didn't write it about you, dude.
He wrote it about the Olsen twins. I know, we talked process earlier. Go ahead, though. I'm sorry to blow that.
Well, it's kind of like there's a tone and Siren actually I feel are a little bit related. They're cousins, and that's why they a tone starts the record and Siren starts the B-side, right? And they both have a kind of a forlorn landscape, but there's a lot of passion and a lot of vision in it. And I don't know. I just envisioned a character that has an experience with someone or whatever, has a love with somebody that doesn't die. That electricity, no matter if they don't see each other for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, when they see each other, it's always there. And so it was inspired by an experience with someone in my life like that, and I put it into the song in like a character form. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I have the same outfit. So, all right, what is your name?
Oh, I'm Angela.
Hello, Angela. Welcome. You're the final question, I think. Is that she the final
That's a
question?
lot of pressure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Blame
final
the
one.
blonde lady. She's lovely, and she likes puzzles. All right, good.
All right, so my question is for Jerry. How are you able to separate yourself, like your own music, from Alice in Chains?
I don't separate myself from Alice in Chains. I am a founding member of Alice in Chains, and I intend on going out that way. But I don't really get the opportunity to do this very often. And as you've noticed, it's been 18 or 19 years since I did one before. So you can see where my focus and my my attention and my dedication is. But it is really fun. And all the members of the band have done them. Lane's done them, Sean's done them, Mike's done them, Will's done them, Star's done them. We've all done projects outside the band, and it's really healthy and really fun. And I had the time to do it. COVID made it a little longer than I wanted it to be. I wanted this record out last September and to already have been done with my tours so that I could jump back with the band. And now we're all kind of pushed everything back. But my process remains the same as far as like writing. When I go into a work mode with writing a record, I lock myself up with Fig for 4 months, and we write riffs and go through the old ones and write new ones and get a body of work. And then you get a great group of people that you bring it to. And in my case, I've got a pretty amazing band that I do that with as well, Alice. And we all just kind of get together when it's time to work. When I know that's going to happen, I pencil out 3 or 4 months before then and work. So the only difference here is the game remains the same, but the team and the field is different. That's it, Okay. Yeah.
That was a great question. Oh, you have a follow-up?
Oh, a little bit. But
Okay, go, because you're the last one, so why not do a follow-up?
Yeah, but it's just like I noticed that like the lyrics and just like the overall tone is just very similar. Like for instance, from The Devil Put Dinosaurs Here, I noticed that album. It's like a very like emotionally impactful album.
Yeah.
And for me, I realized it like really connected with like this one, like in specific, like Brighton.
Oh, that's cool.
I just felt like it was just very like just intertwined in terms of just like how emotionally impactful it was.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's what we're trying to achieve. So I'm glad you get that, and you never know who that's going to speak to. It's not going to speak to everybody, and that's what's the cool thing about music. Everybody finds connections to different things, and I hope I'm getting better at my job. I'm still trying to get better at it, so I'm really glad that you dig it. Thank you so much.
Well, I just want you to know that album is actually my favorite by Alice in Chains, so I do believe that you are getting better every single time.
Oh, right on.
that's
right
lovely.
on. Right on.
By the way, that's the only people that I like being around in terms of music, comedy, anything like that, is when you're doing work that's personal to you. I know writers and people who are like, well, the audience that this, the audience that. It's like, well, no, do what you dig, and hopefully you pray that they dig it.
Yeah.
But when you try and create something just for them, it's going to fail every single time.
Yeah, you have to have something personal. You have to,
Have
you know.
to.
And if you can do that, if you can put something real in there that
Yeah.
strikes an emotion in you,
Right.
you can bet it's going to strike a chord in somebody else too.
Somebody, yeah.
Somebody.
Like,
Yeah.
you did it here.
Yeah.
You're a badass. You all are badasses.
Oh, thank you. All right, let's do it. Fuck it.
It's alright. There comes a time. Got no patience to search for peace of mind. Laying low, wanna take it slow. No more hiding or disguising truths I've sold. Every day is something hits me off so cold. Find me sitting by myself, no excuses that I know. It's okay. Had a bad day. Hands are bruised from breaking rocks all day. Drained and blue. I bleed for you. You think it's funny, well you're drowning in it too. Every day is something hits me off so cold. Find me sitting by myself, no excuses that I know. Yeah, it's fine. Walk down the line. Leave our rain and concentrate for warm sunshine. You, my friend, how will it feel? And if we change, well, I love you anyway. Every day is something hits me up so cold. Find me sitting by myself, no excuses that I know.
Yeah, we got it in. Thanks a lot, you guys. Appreciate it. Awesome. Thank you for coming. That was really fun. I hope you had a good time.